My name is Valarie Jarvis. I am one of the co-owners of Jireh Family Farm. I'm here in Durham, North Carolina. 4 acres of land here in Durham. It was actually a junkyard, completely transformed it. We didn't really intend to have a farm, so I wanted enough after my brother passed that I had good meat. So I wanted to grow my own meat. I told my husband I want to have 75% of my meat that I eat, that I grow personally. I have livestock. Yes, I'm here in Durham and I'm a livestock farmer. I will stop and say, when we got the pigs and the chickens, I became the crazy chicken lady. And then you guys know how this starts. You get a 5, and then it's 20, and then it's 100. But I want to let you know that you're gonna fail a lot. So the first time we got pigs, I will say that we didn't kind of plan that out quite well, and we got them. But we're like, okay, it's time to process them. How do I do that? Like, I should have planned that earlier, right? You have to wait a little bit till we get that date that you can take and drop them off. But then we didn't have a livestock trailer. Like, how do I get them from here to there? Right? Do I ever want to do this again? And I thought after that pig experience, we would never do it again. But I discovered if you don't try things over, if you don't fail a few times, you won't be successful. So you have to keep trying. You have to get through those hard things, particularly when you're doing livestock. Even when we planted our own personal garden, y'all, my father I grew up on a tobacco farm. He grew amazing corn. It was like the most amazing corn. I tried to grow corn. I tried it a second year. The 3rd year, it grew, it was pretty, and then one day a storm came through, and it went from being tall and pretty to like over and flat, like in an hour. I tried 4 years. So most people would say after 2 years, I'm giving up, right? I heard farmers say, your hint was 3 years, right?
Yes.
So just because we don't get it the 1st or the 2nd or even the 3rd year, that doesn't mean we give up. We have to have that perseverance to continue and to push on and to try again. Same with your livestock. You're gonna have livestock get sick because it's like people, right? You're gonna have sickness, you're gonna have life and death, you're gonna have births, you're gonna have stillbirths. You have to manage all those things and learn how to roll with the punches. So we've added on an element of agritourism. Now, we talked about diversity in our previous, our ladies who spoke previously. Diversity is important. But you have to know your niche, the things that work for you. If you don't like people, then agritourism might not be your thing. But I like agritourism. So I like having people come to our farm. I now have changed to be an herbalist, so I don't just want to grow a few herbs. I now teach herbal classes because I want to interact with the people. I want to use my nursing degree and blend that with my medicinal herbs and then teach people what they do for your body. So we now offer not only our livestock, and we have a meat market on our property, but I grow herbs, I teach classes, they come to the farm, and then when I see a problem in the community that I think fits into our farm, we might do things like 2020, the school system here in Durham said, it's a pandemic, we're gonna close all our summer camps. You know what I did? It's time to open a summer camp. And I put on there, I'm a nurse. I know the COVID policies, I've worked in COVID, but I know parents still need to work. And if all the camps are gone, what do these people do? I'm happy to say I survived my first camp. And that for us, on a whim, we tried something, I saw a problem, I took the risk to try to do it, and it was successful for us. So I want to leave you guys with this story of influence. I haven't mentioned that one of my passions is foster kids. So we had this child who came through. At this point in camp, he was in foster care. His foster parent adopted him. And the mom said, yeah, you guys, Jireh Farm people, right? And we're like, yeah, we are. And she was like, my son attended your camp. And I'm like, that's great. And she was like, well, I need to tell you something. We adopted him, and you influenced him so much that when we adopted him, he had the opportunity to change his name. Because when you adopt a child, they can take your last name. He begged us. He said he wanted to change his name to Jireh. And now this child's name is Jireh. And I leave you with this story. Even though you're farmers, you never know the influence that you may have on someone's life. He remembered that experience as a life-changing thing. So I leave you with that. You have the ability to influence. You have the ability to do something great in your niche, in the place that you love, whether that's with plants, with animals, with your niche market, by yourself, out to the public, agritourism, not agritourism, doing what you do, because each of us is unique and you can make a difference.